Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So a couple of days ago, I saw some news reports about Jill Scott, the famous R&B singer, going through a divorce. She filed for divorce after being married. I think it was for like 18 months. She was married to a man who has 5 kids, and I think he's 49, if I recall correctly. And according to the papers that she filed, she said that he was unemployed, but he disputes that. She claims that there were irreconcilable differences and other important problems in the relationship. And according to the article that I read, like some of the allegations could possibly deal with abuse or infidelity and all that kind of stuff. I will post links in the description box to the articles that I relied upon for this video. But in response to this filing for divorce, uh, Jill Scott's husband says that she's an evil woman. He says that she likes to be with men that she can control. He referred to her as being emasculating, like engaging in emasculating behavior and all that kind of stuff. And he talked about how she's from Philly and he's from New York and he can fight dirty. You know, he's not going to lay down and let her dog him, basically. So I just wanted to share my thoughts about this and really make a larger statement about relationships and about the role of men and women in relationships. You know, the first thing is this: a man should never allow himself to be in a situation where he is dependent on a woman for anything. You know, dependent on a woman to provide him with housing or to take care of the bills or any of that kind of stuff. A man shouldn't put himself in that position, because when a man puts himself in that position, he is basically surrendering his manhood and he is becoming a little bitch, basically. He's putting himself in a situation where he doesn't have control, where she is going to be the dominant figure in a relationship. And a relationship really should be built upon mutual respect and mutual consultation. So it should be a partnership. And if you have a situation where the woman is dominating economically, you know, the woman is in a higher and greater position than the man, then the man is going to be weak. He's not going to play his natural role, which is to be a leader. And, you know, it just puts him in a weak position. And that's not what manhood looks like. So I think that before somebody gets married, you know, obviously before you get married or before you even start dating and stuff like that, you should be in a situation where you are able to provide for yourself. Because if you can't provide for yourself, you can't provide for a family and you can't be a real man. I mean, this brother had 5 kids. And according to Jill Scott, he was unemployed. I mean, my question is, why would she marry somebody that's unemployed? Why would she marry somebody that's not on her level financially? I mean, that's one of my questions that I would have for her. Like, and I know that, you know, she may say, well, it was all about love and all this and that, and it's not about his material things. But love has to be based on more than just some emotion. You know, you need to bring something to the table besides your penis and besides your emotions. You need to be able to bring something to sustain a family, to sustain a relationship. And that deals with finances. You know, I'm all against these women who primarily just talk about being with men because they have money and all that kind of stuff. You know, trying to be with a man that's just in a higher economic position solely so that she can make money off of him or sustain a certain lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. I'm not with that, because I think that that's a form of exploitation. But I think that if a man is going to be in a relationship or a marriage, you need to be in a situation where you are either at an equal level with the woman or at a higher level. And if you're at a higher level, you just need to be cautious, because a lot of these women, you know, unfortunately, are just out here for the money. They're not out here because they love you or they want to get to know who you are as a person, or they love who you are. They love your character or anything like that. Some of these women just want your money. And you just got to be careful about that as well. You got to be cautious of these women who are just out for money, who are just uh, gold diggers. You really have to look out for them, man. Some women will only date a certain person of a certain profession and all that kind of stuff. That's a telltale giveaway that the woman is all about money and stuff like that. So that's something that you need to avoid because, life has different angles, different things occur in your life. You may face some kind of setbacks and all that kind of stuff, financial setbacks. And if a woman is just there for you because of your money or your status, when that status or money situation changes, her true colors will be revealed and she won't be there for you. So, it's one thing for a woman to be with a man during difficult times, but it's quite another thing for a woman to just be with somebody that's in a weak position so that she can control them and dominate them. So, that's all I have to say about that, man. There's a very powerful speech that Minister Farrakhan gave. I will include a link in the description box about the role of a man, about how a woman can't respect the man that she is taking care of and providing for. The man, if he's in that kind of position, he becomes like one of her children. One of her children, man. And she has dominion over him just like she would have dominion over a child. And that's not what manhood looks like. So tell me what y'all think, man. Jill Scott is one of my favorite R&B singers. I just hope they reconcile things. Well, I don't know. They're probably not going to reconcile things. But I just wish her and, her husband the best. But I will say this, man. It's a good thing she had a prenuptial agreement. That's a must in any kind of relationship where there are financial interests at play. Like in most marriages, there are. But if you're a wealthy person, you have to be aware that there are people out here that will exploit you and take your wealth and all that kind of stuff. That only are with you for your wealth. So it's a great thing to have a prenuptial agreement, and I recommend that for people, especially the brothers who have things, who have worked hard in their lives and stuff like that to acquire a certain status. You should protect your assets. And, any person that's in that kind of position, in fact, a woman too, protect your assets, man. Because, it's a shame for somebody to be able to take all your money, all the stuff you worked for, simply because they were married to you for a few months or even a couple of years. So tell me what y'all think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.